gives you so many avenues to get good overnight. Tyler Linderbaum, great center from Baltimore, is now a Raider. My favorite signing of free agency, A++. Get to that in a second. I absolutely love that signing. Jalen Naylor, the receiver and number 3 receiver from Minnesota. Not much of a paycheck, way underrated signing. Eric Stokes, re-signing him at corner, outstanding. Oh, ideally, in the NFL, you'd love to have great ownership at the top. But the Bears and the Raiders don't. But both have really, really ascending general managers. John Spytek for the Raiders, to get 2 firsts for Maxx Crosby in a year in which he was banged up is a haul. And remember, that Ravens pick to the Raiders, that pick's 14th. So they have the number 1 pick, Fernando Mendoza, and the 14th pick. So they're going to get 2 absolute, if they want, day 1 starters. Not to mention, and this is what's great. Pathetic to playoffs in the NFL is a regular occurrence. 4 of the last 7 Super Bowls, 4 of the last 7 featured a team that didn't even make the playoffs the previous year. Last year, Seattle and New England, 2 for 2. No other league can do that. If you are lousy perpetually in this league, like Cleveland and the Jets, it is all self-inflicted. Like the $230 million guaranteed to Deshaun Watson, and all of you knew the minute the ink was dry, that was a terrible deal. Have you also noticed what the Raiders are doing? And this is not a coincidence. They are signing players from winning organizations like the Eagles and the Ravens and the Bills and the Packers. They're taking people from winning cultures. Okay. Now, there is some dumb money in free agency. You can kind of see it, and it's obvious. I think Zion Johnson from Cleveland getting $50 million. Chargers just let him walk. That was the worst center guard experience in the entire league. And gosh, what a shock. Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Cleveland. I want to talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. This is what I've been trying to say. The Las Vegas Raiders are winning the off-season so far. Happy to see Colin come around right now. He's got his wits about him. The Las Vegas Raiders are crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. I have another video that I'll be posting tomorrow. I thought I was going to post it today, but then I saw that this clip, I thought Colin was off again today, but then I just saw now that he's not. So, I'm like, okay, let me just kind of reverse order here. But I mean, and he's talking about Jalen Naylor, which is what I was saying, too. Like, that's a sneaky great signing, Nico Dean. And again, right, you're going from winning organizations, players that have already been around high-level coaching. It's not even just winning organizations, honestly. It's like, have you been with a coaching staff that actually knows what they're doing? Have you been exposed to like legitimate, high-quality culture in the NFL? Do you know how you should act day 1 when you're with the Las Vegas Raiders? And so, they're absolutely crushing it, man. And what Colin is saying here, he's like, listen, all these teams didn't even make the playoffs and now they're in the Super Bowl. Las Vegas Raiders to the Super Bowl. I mean, listen, I'm not going to pull a Nick Wright take when they got Caleb Williams and he's like, he's gonna be an MVP candidate and they're going to get to the Super Bowl rookie year. I'm not gonna go that far. But I'm telling you right now, Nick believed all of that about the Chicago Bears. And yet the roster and the coaching staff was nowhere close to what the Las Vegas Raiders have right now. Nowhere close to it. There is legitimate genuine support around your rookie quarterback Fernando Mendoza. And I feel bad repeating this so many times, but it's burned into my mind. It's burned into my soul right now. And I'll say it again, and I'm sorry. As long as Clint Kubiak and Mendoza are just competent, they're just competent. They're not disasters. This Las Vegas Raiders team can be awesome, can be legit. Like I'm trying to think of realistic examples and floors of teams because I don't want to be like you could be the Seattle Seahawks and win the Super Bowl and it's like that all sounds good and that's exciting to say and that drives clicks and views and it's like I want to be more strategic, you know. If I really believe that then like I want that to hold weight rather than just say it for the sake of saying it. And that's why I kept using the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott as soon as he, you know, became the starter for the Cowboys as like just the floor. But if Clint Kubiak, and I haven't shared this take yet, if Clint Kubiak and Mendoza are actually great, dare I say, who you hope them to be. I mean, you're talking about now essentially becoming the Buffalo Bills, I'll say, or the 49ers or the Rams where it's just like year after year after year, you know, and again, the 49ers have kind of gone through a little bit different iterations of that. But that you're just like you have the feeling of like this team absolutely positively can win a Super Bowl and this is not a team that you're excited to play in the playoffs. You're not like oh gee I hope we get to play the Rams in the playoffs. Oh we get to play Josh Allen and the Bills sign me up on the road in Buffalo. Like let's go. Like no one's excited for that. No one's excited for that. And it's just like that's what you be. And then again, the rest is just, well, how special are you? What else do you do in free agency? And then that's how you get over the hump and become a team like the Philadelphia Eagles, the Kansas City Chiefs. It's like that next move that then gets you over the hump, the high-level elite play in the moments. That matter most. It's like that's not how you get to that next spot, that next level execution. So, it's just like it's just fantastic. It just seemingly everything they're doing it feels incredibly perfect. I mean, it really does. And I'll keep banging this drum, too. The timing is so perfect as well. Listen, I'll tell you this right now. Because this division is a division that I like to talk about a lot of teams. I really enjoy talking about the Chargers, the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Raiders, but the Chiefs have a very unique fan base. I'll just leave it at that. And I can see all the other because I definitely have a lot of subscribers from all of those teams. There's plenty of overlap. You know, there's plenty of everyone's kind of talking on each other's videos. And I'll tell you right now, I don't see a lot of Chargers and Broncos fans wagging their finger at what the Raiders are doing at all. I do see what they're doing, what they're saying about the Chiefs. I see those comments. And I do not see many people being like, well, this isn't gonna, oh, good luck with that. Like I don't see any of that directed towards the Raiders from like, say KC fans or Broncos fans or whatnot. And so that's very telling. That's very telling in itself honestly. So yeah, I got an irritator smile about Las Vegas. I'm really pumped and excited to be able to continue to talk about them moving forward. And I just think there's such a long runway for them to give us something to talk about week after week after week. And it's great when a team is making moves. And so the off-season and going into the draft and whatnot, it really is largely carried by are there great quarterbacks that are being drafted and what teams are they going to. You know, the 2024 season, especially the off-season and just going into that season, there was so much momentum because it was Bo Nix to the Broncos, Jaden Daniels to the Commanders, Caleb Williams to Chicago. Like there was just such energy there and you could talk about all those quarterbacks, all those teams and it was just the energy was just through the roof and it was just awesome. The following year it was just not that at all. Now that's why everybody was trying to emphasize Shader Sanders so much because they were like, oh gosh, there's just nothing carrying this narrative. And drafting, you know, a left tackle in the first round just doesn't move the needle. People are just not super excited about that. And sometimes, you know, and listen, I actually was really excited for Cam Warden, but he goes to Tennessee. Tennessee Titans aren't really doing much. And you're just like, how do you make sense of this? And it's just like there's way more energy and hype about the Tennessee Titans this season than last season. And so, again, the Raiders are switching this around. You now not only have an awesome quarterback that I think is great, but you made the right hire. You're making all the moves in the off-season. It's just hype on hype on hype on hype. Imagine if Caleb Williams, when he got drafted to the Chicago Bears, they had already hired Ben Johnson to be the head coach. They already made the big moves to get their, offensive line in place. Like they already did those things. You would be like, oh my gosh. I mean, it would just be like I always say, it's like a double bounce on a trampoline. That's what it feels like with the Las Vegas Raiders in this moment of time. They're making all the right moves at the exact time that you would be praying to the heavens. Please just don't mess it. Please just do the things that need to be done. And they're doing them. And they have the number 1 overall pick. And they got another pick 12, 13 picks later. I again like what more could you possibly ask for? And it's not like they're doing all this and you're like, well, we still kind of have a coach who's like 87 years old. We have an OC who's like, I don't know, was he even awake back there, up there? Like, right. Like you don't even have those question marks. You could be like, I feel good about the roster. Like, I don't know about the coach. Like, you don't even have that. You're checking every single box. What other box needs to be checked? Realistically, tell me, what other box could you possibly ask them to check right now? I mean, seriously, I think asking for anything more is just being greedy. So, but hey, it's Las Vegas. Sometimes you got to be greedy, but sometimes greedy crushes you. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Las Vegas Raiders, the moves that they're making? Happy to see Colin Cowherd on board with what they're doing. Let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment. So, you agree with me or disagree with me? Either way, let's get some discussions. Let's get some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.